If anyone can hear me, please give me a gibbon in the chat. No turtle today. I would like a gibbon in the chat. If you can hear me, say gibbon in the chat. God, I forgot to put my phone on silent. I'm sorry already. We got some gibbons. Gibbons. Only one person has spelled it correctly so far. Got some gibbons. Okay, so we got some gibbons, which means people can hear me, which means that I can start, but I forgot to open a singular window that I crucially need, so give me 2 seconds. Apologies to everyone. Come on. This window is not wanting to listen to me. Apologies. Greatly apologies. I see the gibbons in the chat, I'm sorry. Okay, so we should be good now. Sorry about that. And hello! Good evening, Internet World and Universe. This is Orash, and welcome back to Fusion Lab. Yes, welcome back, you guys. It has been about a month since I've done a Fusion Lab, but hey, we're back. Hi, welcome. It's been a little while since I've been in the lab myself. So yeah. Hello, everyone. This is your first Fusion Lab. Well, that makes today's Fusion Lab a first of a few things. For instance, this is the first Fusion Lab that is monetized. This is the first episode of Fusion Lab ever that is monetized, because if you guys did not know, we've had two kind of big things happen with here at the Rust Bucket recently. We finally became monetized on the channel, so if you guys saw any ads, or if you see any ads during the stream or anything, that is why. Because we make money off of these now, so yeah. And the Rust Bucket just hit over 17,000 subscribers, so yeah. Because of both of those facts, from now on, as long as it doesn't mess up anything on our end, we are actually going to be keeping all of the live streams up and as archived on the channel. We're going to be going through all the old streams to see which ones we can put back up, just because with some of them we did like copyrighted music and stuff like that, so those obviously we can't put up. So apologies if you don't see those anymore. But yeah. Water. Let's see. Owie. But yes, so, to kick off, as many of you know, or assume, hey, we got a we have super chats on the Rust Bucket, holy crap! I didn't realize we could get super chats on here now because okay, super chat from Kai. This is the first Fusion Lab where I can do this. I hope everyone is ready for the rest of my JoJo fusions. Yes. Yes, I was about to say we're going to be working more on the JoJos, but before we continue work on them, I need to show off one of them that I just finished, being Echo's Act 3 fused with Echo. I finished this just about 30-40 minutes ago. So yeah, this is the normal version based off of just regular Echo Echo. And then Kai, who commissioned it, wanted me to do a alternate colored one that is the colors of Ultimate Echo Echo, which I was going to do all of the little bit stuff on it as orange, but then I looked at the actual color scheme and there was a lot more light blues and literally no orange, so I wanted to make it a little bit more true and kept the orange eyes just for the fun of it. But yeah, there is a version of this that has like a really cool background on it with a couple silhouetted Echo Echoes on the back. I'm going to be posting that over on my Twitter and Instagram later today. So look at those things for that. The thing with it though... Oh, what was that? Oh, we got another... a $5 super chat from Scud. Love your fusions, man. Thank you, Scud. Thank you so much. It's so weird getting super chats here. But thank you guys, I greatly appreciate them. Can confirm this is really rad. Thank you. One thing though, whenever I post these up, if you want to see the version with the backgrounds on it, you gotta check the Discord, Twitter, and Instagram. But this stream is the only place that you're gonna, unless Kai posts it somewhere, because it was their commission, it's the only place you're gonna get to see the alternate colored one. So yeah. Ash, take my money and do a pack opening stream. Thank you, Mortal. I actually just opened like 4 packs of Pokemon cards last night. I should have saved them. I'm sorry. I got a couple good reverse holos with it too, so like, yeah. The questions are against me. It's not good because I watch from Belgium. Will you and the team of 5 years later buy a GMC motor house? Oh, like buy an actual RV? I would love to do that, actually. There are no current plans, but I would definitely love to do that. That would be rad as hell. What was it? Yeah, no. So, this is the finished boy and his alternates still. Again, look for the background versions whenever I post them after the stream. And right now, we are going to be finishing up Hierophant Green plus Ghost Freak, being called Disturbed. Yes, of course. Bear in mind, Ash has now got more super chats than anyone. Oh god, I didn't think about that. I'm the first to get super chats, ha ha. Oh gosh. Let's see. Dinkelberg and Shadow the Hedgehog fusion. Oh my god. That just makes me want to see Timmy's dad fused with Sonic going, Shadowberg. Now let's see. We're going to be jumping back, working on the Hierophant Green Ghost Freak fusion. Let me toss that into the pinned message of the chat so people know what we're doing. Here before people spam Alien X questions with Super Chat. God. Okay, typically I don't take Alien X questions. If it's a Super Chat, though, and it's not just a dumb question, I may try to, like, actually talk about Alien X questions. But if it's a dumb question, I'm not. Now, let's see. Let me switch the music over. Because it's JoJo. Unfortunately, I can't play JoJo music anymore because it's copyright. But I can play Epidemic Sound's anime playlist. Let's see. There was one that is just called anime. I remember liking, though. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. It'll take a second. I need to... It might be super quiet for some reason. Yeah, it's super quiet. I don't know why. I'm sorry I didn't have this prepared super well ahead of time. There we go. That's better. That sounds cool, too. Where can I buy the poster Kuro made? On our merch store, which is linked in the description. We actually have 2 new posters. One that's just the original 10, and one that is all the 198 fan and aliens. I can't play any copyrighted music, I'm sorry. Like the cap? Thank you. My mom and my brother got it for me in Disney World like 3 years ago. I wear it all the time. It literally is my favorite hat. Where's my headphone? There it is. But yeah, we're gonna be going with this still. Let me know if I need to adjust the music as well, because I know the levels on it might be a little bit weird right now. What kind of music do I listen to when I'm not streaming? I listen to a lot of like nerdcore stuff on YouTube. For instance, 2 people I listen to a lot are JT Music and Dan Bull. I also like stuff like Daddy Fat Snups, Divide, Fabvol, and stuff like that. All very good content creators. And great musicians, too. Let's see. Heard Russ's villain rap. Dude, yes, actually. I haven't heard DPS's Aaron rap. But the villain rap I did hear, my favorite verse out of that entire thing has to be the switch up on the... It was something along the lines of mash up on the flow, call me Shao Tucker, or something like that. I was like, dude, that's horrible. You can't bring up Shao Tucker and I won't cry. Nina did not deserve that. Her father was horrible. Nina! Big brother. Any shading tips? If you're doing digital art, the biggest suggestion I can give you is just make a multiply layer and change the opacity. That's the thing that I do. I've been doing that for, oh god, years at this point. It's weird to think that I've been doing this for multiple years now. I feel old. Fusion of Solaris, Ultra Necrozuma, and Galim in Discord called Seraph of Destruction. That sounds pretty destructive. He's the forbidden fusionist. We don't speak of him. Yeah, no, Shao Tucker. Shao Tucker is, speaking from someone that is very active in the fusion community, Shao Tucker is on the blacklist of doing forbidden fusions. And I swear, if I end up getting... My general commissions aren't open right now, so I wouldn't accept it anyway. But if I get any Patreon commissions that I am required to do... oh, wait, no, because you can't do fusions for Patreon commissions either. Heh. I was gonna say, I'm never doing a fusion of Nina from Full Metal Alchemist with anyone. Ever. I can't. You got like a weird mohawk frill thing going with this headpiece. I structured this a little strange, in all honesty. Faceless Y. Just found this Discord. Just wanted to say I love this comic so far. Awesome art. Awesome art. It's cool seeing different characters interacting with each other. Keep it up. Oh my god, is that one of the first messages I sent in the Discord ever? Oh no, that's weird to think about. No, I don't want to think about that. Super chat from Kai for $2. Wild Mutt, but it's Ben fused with dog. Wild Mutt, but it's Ben fused with a dog like Nina. Is that what happened to Ben's dog? Is that why Ben doesn't have a dog anymore after the original series? Animo showed up and pulled a, Animo showed up and pulled a Shao Tucker with Ben's dog. It's the very first message I've sent in the Tank Discord. That's really weird to think about. Oh my god. That's I want to say the Tank was the first Discord I've ever joined too. Cuz like up until recently up until like probably the last year, I didn't really join Discords unless it was like people I talked to directly all the time. Like back in the day, the only Discords I was a part of were the Tank and Ben 10 Prime. Now I'm on a couple other ones, but it's really weird to think about. Ben Wildmutt Fusion says, Gwen. Jeez. What are your favorite Mazian Pokemon from Subjectively? Oh, I'm glad someone asked this because I've been watching the Mazian videos a lot recently. I really like the I'm not gonna remember the names of any of them because typically when I watch their videos, it's like at 6 in the morning before I go to bed. But they have this fairy, I believe it's rock or ground type, that's based off of like a Mayan wheel that I really like the design of. It works really well for a fairy type. I also love the starters. The starters are so fun. Of all of them though, I probably would still pick grass or water only because those are the starters I always pick for Pokemon games. I'm not too into fire types, but they are all really cool. Plus I want a Gastronaut. I want a Gastronaut so badly. Let's see. Honestly, most of my Discords are in because I'm a patron of the owner of the Discord. Yeah, makes sense. Keep up to date with everything that's going on. Hiccups. My favorite Reggie? Of the Mazian Reggies, I would probably say Reggie Fight. Reggie Fight was pretty cool looking. I like that it's like indiscriminate flesh as its element. I like the shiny better than I like the base colors. The shiny colors look better to me. Not in the sense of like it just looks cooler. It seems like it works better. But if you were meaning like favorite Reggie just in general, probably Reggie Rock, because I like his design. I will say though, Jack over on Subjectively brought up a point with the Reggies that I've never even considered and felt really, really stupid for not realizing, was that the first 3 Reggies of Pokemon are meant to be based off of ages of technology. Reggie Rock is the Stone Age, Reggie Ice is the Ice Age, Reggie Rock is the Stone Age, and Reggie Steel is the Bronze Age. And I was like, what? Why did I never realize that? I thought they were just going to make Reggies of every type. Apparently, Reggie Volt and Reggie Drake don't follow that same, like, theming. But still, though, I was like, what? That's insane. Favorite Pokemon from all the original Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon just in general is always Sableye. Sableye is my go-to favorite Pokemon of all time. My Patreon bill is legitimately big. Kai, I sense that you may be turning into a Drazen. You may be turning into a Drazen. Reggie Draco, Middle Ages. I could see that. But it's also in the sense of, like, rock being strong over ice, and steel being strong over rock. So if dragon is strong over steel, which I don't think it is, and electric is strong over dragon, then that works. Dragon 1 could be... Alright, I read that. Let's see. We gonna make this guy very bulbous. Not bulbous, what am I thinking of? What's a word that describes something very ridgy? I don't know what a word for that would be. Not ridgy, because ridgy just sounds dumb. Someone did a Build-A-Bear... Oh, yeah, no. Reggie Bobby. I love Reggie Bobby. I saw that on, I think it was Twitter this morning. I thought that was really cool. It was really adorable for a fairy type. Although, I will say, I really like Jack's interpretation of a fairy type as well, making it like an ancestral angel. Like the scary angels from the Bible. The Bible. Hello there. Rigid, thank you. He's very rigid. Ba-ba-da-hee, ba-ba-da-boo, ba-ba-da-hee-hee-hoo. This is the part of the stream where Ash makes noises. No, I've never seen Reggie Rust, Reggie Melt, or Reggie Road. They sound cool. For those just joining, if you don't know what I'm drawing, I have it as the pinned comment in the chat. Oh, also, I forgot to say, this stream might be a little bit shorter than normal Fusion streams, unfortunately. Just because I am going to be trying to get quite a bit of work today done on the Ambient that we're working on. And I need time for that. So, what I'm hoping is that we'll get this Fusion completely finished before the end of the stream. We'll get this dude done. And then, depending on time, we may jump back on the lines of the other JoJo Fusion that we have to work on. But the main plan is to get this one done stream. Because all I have left to do is the shading on it. Shading doesn't take very long. And I'm just doing a regular splash background for this. I don't have to draw doppelgangers in different poses. Which, if you don't know what I'm referring to with that, make sure you check out the full background version of the Echo when I post it later. Oh, also, when I post it, I am gonna also be posting it on hell yes! What the hell is this? Oh my god, this isn't an anime thing? Yeah, oh god. Poisoned Blade by Sightless in Shadow. This is cool sounding. Oh, that riff. Oh my god. I love when I find good music. What was I gonna even say? I'll say my thought after this song finishes, because this is really cool sounding. Damn. Are you still bald? His hat flies off and we're blinded by his baldness. I'm not bald anymore. I've got hair. It just looks like crap today, so I'm wearing a hat. I've got hair, though. Well, probably can't see it that well. I've got hair. Look at this. I got almost a whole head of hair again. And I'm just saying now, I am letting this just full out grow again. I'm not shaving again anytime soon. I want to become long hair Ash again. I like having my long hair. I miss it. So I'm going to be doing that again. What was I going to say? I was talking about the posting. Oh, yeah. I was going to say, whenever I post it up later and everything, I am going to be putting a post over on my DeviantArt for it. Because I've noticed, and by noticed, I mean I've had a bunch of people complaining about it, that I, like, completely neglected my DeviantArt and haven't posted anything consistently since January of last year. So, I'm going to be starting to post on there again fairly regularly. Which Ben 10,000 is canon to 5 years later? None. Any of them that you've seen in the past don't happen to Prime Ben because he met them. So, none. You look like Gibby from iCarly. Gibby. I would love to meet Noah Monk. He's great. I know that they're doing that new iCarly series for Paramount Plus. I really hope it has Gibby in it. If it doesn't have Gibby in it, I'm gonna be sad, but I would understand as to why he wouldn't want to come back for it. Which, by the way, whenever I heard that they were going to be doing a new iCarly and it was like limited cast and everything, it got me thinking about the finale of the original iCarly, which the finale has Sam leaving to go do Sam and Cat, and then Carly leaving to go live with her dad. So the only like main cast members that would have been left were Gibby, Spencer, Freddie, and Tebow. They could have had a show that was just them. Gibby, Spencer, Freddie, and Tebow. Have a show that's like just them. That would have been so funny. It would have been. It didn't even need to be a premise around like being a web show like iCarly was. It could have just been them doing stupid shit. Like, no joke, it could have been like, oh no, the apartment complex gets burnt down or something, and they all have to like move into one place together or something, and like work through having to be roommates or something. Like, that could have been so funny. No, the 5-whale Omnitrix does not do fusions. Only the Omnitrix does. I'm ignoring you. I'm not looking at the chat every single second because I'm trying to draw. So if I miss any messages, I apologize, but I'm not trying to ignore anyone unless you're asking a dumb question. How did I meet L. Mike? Can we see other collaboration in the future? I would definitely love to work with Mike on something again. I met him just by hitting him up through social media and stuff. I know I tried contacting him before I was part of the Ink Tank, but I didn't get a response until after I was part of the Ink Tank, so... You know, I messaged him. It's like, hey, I love your work. He's like, hey, I love your work. I was like, cool. Best food that Tebow should put on a stick? Oh, you know what I always wanted to see? Just because I knew it would be ridiculous, it wouldn't work, and it would have been so funny. I wanted bowls of ramen on a stick. I wanted to see that man try to put an entire bowl of ramen on a stick. That would have been wonderful. So there's an Orash non-canon. What would an ultimate Orash look like? Skinny with longer hair. And the handsome Squidward face, but with a chin strap of beard. I'm gonna be asked to draw that next Dumb Doodles, and I just realized. Can you say with a hoarse voice? You know what? This is not to be this is not to be like a hey, give me your money. If you guys want me to do voices and stuff, and this is mainly because my throat is a little right now, voices, super chat something. Help support the channel if you want me to say something as Horus or something. Which shading opacity you use? It depends on what it is exactly. If it's meant to be like a darker lit character, I'll use a higher opacity. If it's meant to be like in a well-lit room, it'll be a lower opacity. What the hell are that Walkatrout doodles? What do you mean? Are you talking about the concept art? It's concept art. It's concept art for Walkatrout. I made him. I made the boy. We originally weren't going to do Walkatrout for that poster, but we wanted to add a couple on, and we were like, okay, it's time. It is time for the fish man. I'll do it for money. God damn it. That's not a catchphrase. That's... I don't think I've ever legitimately said that before people started making it a meme. People made it a meme and said it's my catchphrase. I'm like, I don't recall ever legitimately saying that. So fans are the ones that started that. The Cash for Ash initiative. Exactly. Hello, Khalid. I do like that. I like that saying a lot. Have I heard of Homestuck? I've heard of it. I don't know anything about it. What's an ambient, or what's an alien species you want to do an ambient about? Literally all of them. At some point. Which transformation do I think should have been used more? 100% Ripjaw. If you're talking original series, actually just all of them in general, 100% Ripjaws. I love Ripjaws. What am I watching currently? The chat. Because I don't have a co-host. No, but, let me see. Shows-wise, I don't watch a lot of stuff. Just because of my schedule. But shows-wise, I'm watching Resident Alien, which is a series with Alan Tudyk as the main character. Plays an alien that's, like, trying to pass as a human in a small town. It's really funny. Alan Tudyk is a great actor. What was it? I'm also watching Dr. Stone, The Stone Wars, which is very good so far. I was gonna start watching My Hero Academia Season 5, but it has not released in English yet, which I know a lot of people are like, well, there's a sub, you can watch the sub, what's wrong? You like dubs over subs? I don't like dubs over subs. I don't have a solid preference for either, but I started the series as dub, and I prefer it as dub, so I wanted to keep consistency with it. It's the same reason why I won't read the manga until the anime's done. We'd be happy to co-host for you, Ash. Well, thank you for the super chat, Kai. The only reason I've never grabbed like a just random co-host is what was it? I gotta get co-hosts approved before I can put them on a stream. They have to be Ink Tank approved. The big boss up top's gotta say yeah before I can put you on to say the words in the chat and all that such. Is Upchuck the strongest alien in the original series? Mm-hmm. This sounds cool. I don't know. Legitimately, I would say most powerful? I don't know. I don't like talking about power scaling that much because I don't know that much about power scaling. Just my initial thought, I would say most powerful from the original series, probably way big. I'd say either way big or heat blast, only because of the factoid about the infant heat blasts, Pyronites, being able to generate the heat of a supernova. I can't answer any questions about future ambions, I'm sorry. Not allowed to reveal anything. Just know that I'm constantly working on them. Think of it in this sense. What was it? The music has taken over my brain, I'm sorry. Think of it in this sense. People always assume that Kuro is constantly working on the chapters of 5 years later, which he is. I'm doing the same thing, but with and beyond.
Where we plunge into the void and explore our ever-expanding multiverse.
Hi. I didn't warm up for voices. That actually hurt a little bit. Good morning! Welcome. Can I bribe you into saying... There's nothing at the end of that sentence. Oh, into saying, like, spoilers? No. No, I would lose my job. Sorry. I value my job over money. Which is weird to say out loud, but it's fine. Have you ever listened to Olive Tree? I don't know what that is, so no. Ooh, dang, sorry. Real quick, as long as this works the way I think it's supposed to now, it was supposed to be every half hour we take a little ad break, because the channel is now monetized. So, real quick, I'm gonna take a quick ad break because I was supposed to take one about 12 minutes ago, and I didn't. So, if you guys don't see anything or don't hear me for like 30 seconds to a minute, that's why. Apologies, but
We'll be right back after this ad break.
okay, so like I said, should be. Sometimes it does not work. I don't fully know how it works yet, so some of you may have got one, some of you may not have. But yeah, I guess to replace an ad, make sure you like this stream and subscribe if you're not. Also, if you're a new person and you do subscribe, your name will pop up on the screen over there. So that's kind of like incentivizing you to subscribe as well. Streaming's weird. Yeah, streaming is weird. That's why I haven't tried to like jump into Twitch. Tips for shading characters. Again, if you're doing digital, just a multiply layer with low opacity. Ooh. Oh. Wait, what? Ash, I have no money to commission you. Please draw a fusion in love in the eyes of God. Well, first off, my commissions are closed regardless right now, so apologies. They're closed because I don't currently have time to take on more commissions. So yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was about to make a very mean joke and be like, plus I'm an atheist, so, but, I'm sorry. What's my opinion on blocks? I was not a big fan of Blocks in Omniverse. I like his voice. His voice is very fun. I wasn't a big fan of him, though, because I kept thinking they were just going to be trying to use him for some kind of Lego crossover toy, like to promote it or something. I wasn't a big fan of Blocks, mainly just because of his design. Powers-wise, he was okay. I know the new version of like 5 Whale Blocks before we put out the newest iteration of it, I did really like the design a lot. The current iteration I really like as well. I even helped on it, so yeah. The commissions are all mine. I am all 100 patrons. Not all 100 patrons are barrel tier though. Yeah, no, Neo, it's, the timelines all exist at the same time, but every single time Ben interacts with one of his future selves, that breaks him off of that timeline's branch, so... You're an atheist, I thought you were American. Yeah, no, I also live in Texas, so it's a big surprise to a lot of people. Did I see the new Ghostbusters Afterlife clip? I have not. Tyler, and only Tyler, I give permission to send me a link to it. I know I've been waiting for that movie for a while, because I like Ghostbusters, and I also love Paul Rudd. Any tips for vocal warm-ups before voice acting and impressions? Honestly, not really. I don't do professional voice acting. I voice act for very few things every now and then. Typically, whenever I warm up, it's just like I'll drink a hot drink and just clear my throat out really well, make sure I'm not nasally or anything like that, unless I need to be for the character. So yeah, no, I don't really have set tips for voice acting wise, but that's because I'm still very amateur with it. So apologies. Apologies that my inexperience does not give you any tips. Do you think fans will ever run out of things to talk about? Because of Alien X, no. It's always the same conversation, but it's spun slightly different every time. Hierophant Green is from JoJo. I believe JoJo Part 3 specifically. Thank you, Tyler. I will watch it after the stream. Tainted by Red Revision. Hey, you know this song? I didn't even know this song. It's very cool sounding, though. You know, Yosef, I wasn't meaning anything like, yeah, no, sorry, bud. It was a dumb joke that I shouldn't have. It was dumb. I'm sorry about that. Let's not talk about religion. I live in Texas. I get that enough. Apologies if it's... Apologies if it seemed offensive in any way. I didn't mean it to. All Trees, an artist who makes mostly alternative rock, definitely worth checking out, but you need to get used to a little bit. You know what? I think I'd check it out. I'm always down for listening to new music. I've never been a super musically inclined person, so I know suggestions for music and stuff I always take. Like, I know, what was it, a couple months back, there was a musician that Kuro suggested to me called, I think it was Falling Spaceward. I could be wrong on that. I apologize. Either Falling Spaceward or Going Spaceward. But it was a friend of his that does music, and he's a very good musician. His song Underground is literally one of my favorite songs ever. It's such a fun song. It's about like breaking up with someone, but it's a fun song. Damn. I like this song. Just saying hi from... Oh no, Yosef, I wasn't meaning there's anything wrong with that. I was meaning if anything I said was offensive in any way, I apologize. Damn. Do you think that Shrek should have a reboot or be continued? Honestly, neither. Because I think Shrek is just fine how it is. It doesn't need to keep going. I know that Illumination got the rights to do a reboot, though. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a bit nervous about it. Where'd I get the TV with Tentacles logo from? I made it up. The idea behind it, which a lot of people assume, like, oh, it's something inappropriate, isn't it? It's not. My thought behind it was because I like monsters, and it was supposed to be in the vein of, like, classic monster movies. Like, a monster's crawling out of the TV is what I was going for. Is Danny Phantom good? Yes, it's a very good show. Love Danny Phantom. I feel dumb because I just realized that the shading needs to go the other way to make sense. Oh, we got another super chat from, I'm gonna say Kenem because it looks like it's spelled like Venom. Do you think the Omnitrix could cure non-quirk activated humans in My Hero Academia universe by activating their quirk genes? That's actually a really good question. Also, thank you for the super chat. Ooh, I don't know. The quirk phenomenon seems like it was a genetic mutation that happened, like, all of a sudden. So if anything, I feel like the Omnitrix would actually cure people of their quirks and make them quirkless. And make them just normal humans again, because it was a mutation that happened kind of kind of suddenly. I don't think it would be able to activate a quirk. If anything, like, the Omnitrix could, in some sense, have a mode where you can legitimately, like, mess with genetic coding, kind of like how it did with repairing the hybrid's DNA at the end of Season 2 of Alien Force. If you could do stuff like that, where you can, like, turn on and off particular things in the DNA, then yes. But I would say if it's just base Omnitrix trying to cure something, then I would say it would turn people that had quirks into people that don't have quirks. Just because, based on how they describe it in My Hero Academia, it seems as though that it was like a massive genetic mutation phenomenon that happened, which can happen evolutionary-wise, typically through 1 to 2 generations, which explains as to why not everyone has quirks. I would say what it would be like, at least in My Hero, is if you kept going down like 2 or 3 generations, you could possibly hit a point in time where everyone has quirks, but more than likely you would hit the point where there's the quirk singularity happening before that, just because of breeding and everything like that. So yeah, that was your fictional genetic engineering lesson with Ash. Thank you for the question, though, and thank you for the super chat. Super question is one of the most incredible, stupendous, and mind-blowing. It is a very good question. What would you rather... Ash would rather listen to what song for the rest of her life? Garbage Truck or Hooked on Feeling? Oh, I like both those songs a lot. I feel like Hooked on a Feeling could get annoying after a while, so I'd say Garbage Truck. Especially because whenever people ask me stuff like that, where you can only have the one thing for the rest of your life. If it's music, I count it in a sense of you're also talking about covers and remixes. Garbage Truck, I feel like could have a bunch of really good covers and remixes to it. Hooked on a Feeling is kind of a particular genre feel to it, that if you don't do the same each time, it'll be a little weird. Since the Omnitrix can destroy the universe, do you think it could create a universe in an empty one like the Annihilarg? I don't know about that. Because the way they described the Omnitrix's self-destruct thing destroying the universe was more of just like a straight-up destructive force, being like an energy feedback. I don't know. It seems like it would just straight up destroy. I would like for the Omnitrix to be able to recreate the universe, like the Annihilarg, but that would get into that seems like not a stretch, but like I don't know. If I were to like legitimately think of it in that sense, that it could do the same thing an Annihilarg could do, it makes me think that Azimuth just accidentally made an Annihilarg that can also let people access the genetic banks in it. So, it's like if you took the Annihilarg and the Slimebiots and made them one thing. Which, that's not a bad explanation to it, but I'm not a big fan of it, in all honesty. Love the review series with Kuro. Will you be joining any other episodes, or was it just that one of? I don't know yet. Because that was kind of a spur of a moment decision thing. Because of fusions. I would definitely be down to doing some more. I know I've been thinking of doing something with Freeze Frame where I do something similar to Ben 10 Breakdown, but with old series like Ed, Edd n Eddy and stuff like that. But I'm not the best at reviewing stuff, in my own opinion. The review of my reviews is that it's pretty bad, but I'm bad at reviewing, so it could be good. I don't know. Hooked on feeling, high on believing. If we sing anything now, I have to say it really weirdly. Oh, got another... Was that another super chat? Oh, there was another super chat from Kenham again for another $7.99. I don't know what that currency is. I want to say it's Australian dollars. I could be wrong. Thank you regardless, though. Saying, if Kevin absorbed Chromastone's crystals, not his DNA, just his crystals, do you think he could absorb energy without going insane pre-Omniverse? Ooh. That's... Ooh. That's a really good... Oh, Kenham with the very thought-provoking questions. Holy crap. I could do, like, whole video on this topic. Okay, short, quick thought answer on it, which may lead to something else later on, because I like this question a lot. If Kevin absorbed Chromastone's crystals, not his DNA, just his crystals, do you think he could absorb energy without going insane? Part of me wants to say yes, but part of me wants to say no. Only because, yes, Chromastone and the Crystal Sapien DNA and everything can absorb energy without having, like, any serious negative effects, aside from sometimes blowing up mana. But part of me wants to say no, only because Chromastone's crystals, the crystals themselves that give it the ability to actually absorb the energy and everything is because it's Chromastone's DNA making them up. So even if you say just absorbing his crystals, not his DNA, the crystals have his DNA, so you would be absorbing his DNA regardless. Because of that, and the whole thing with Osmosians absorbing other DNA can make them crazy, he probably still would go insane. To a degree. Not to, like, a full-out power-hungry degree. I don't think. But he probably still would go a little cuckoo. I would say, like, he would be as crazy as he was whenever he was, like, the half Heat Blast or half Forearms forms from the original series. But then absorbing more energy, I want to say Kevin would still go insane. He would still go insane because they don't specify the more DNA that that an Osmosian absorbs. What is it? They don't say that the more DNA an Osmosian absorbs makes them insane. It's the more energy. So even if it's Chromastone's DNA as the base of his body, he still has Osmosian DNA. He still has Osmosian DNA. So absorbing more energy would drive the Osmosian DNA insane. And especially now being Chromastone's body, being able to hold more energy and absorbing more energy, that would drive him absolutely bananas. That's a really good question, Kenham. That got me in a whole old tangent. I might actually do something with this question. That's a really good question. Thank you for the question, and thank you for the super chat. Holy crap. I missed so much chat after that, I'm sorry. Your review is 1 second of you saying yes or no. I'd watch that. Thank you. Good at rambling and makes those ramblings interesting. You could totally do like your own reviews of older shows and also make them audio only so they could be podcasts. That could be interesting. Yeah, Kenham, you are definitely big brain. Big brain questions. I've never even like legitimately thought of either of those questions. Those are good questions. Next question he hits me with is like, what's your social security number? Let me see. Oh god, getting hit with paragraphs now. I can't answer any... Classy, I see you've asked a couple questions regarding things that'll pop up in either 5 years later and beyond. I am not allowed to answer things that will show up in the canon. I'm not allowed to answer. We have an FAQ in the description of the video that even says that I'm not allowed to answer those. So, apologies, but I can't. Well, thank you, Hardcore Beta. I wish you many, many luck with your series. And thank you for the praise on ours. If you did podcast, you could make a logo of them with your tentacles coming out of the radio. That could be kind of cool, actually. Etymology of Bramara. If you're talking about the Bramaran species name I came up with for Frieza's race, I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember what it is. I have it in my doc for the Planet Vegeta and beyond, but I would need to look at it because I don't remember. I have to come up with a lot of species names and planets and stuff like that, so I won't always remember. Oh, Kenham with $14.99. Kenham, thank you again. Holy crap. Doubling up with your question again. If an amputee used the Omnitrix, would they have all of the alien's body parts? If so, would they have new body parts when they turn back? Sorry if I'm being annoying. Dude, Kenham, you're literally giving me money and asking me super thought-provoking questions. So... it's not annoying in any way, shape, or form. Thank you. Thank you so much for the super chat and the questions. If an amputee used the Omnitrix, would they have all the alien's body parts? If so, would they... Okay. If we're talking about... I would say it depends on which Omnitrix you're talking about. If you're talking about the original series prototype Omnitrix, I feel as though could be missing a limb, only to go along thematically with some of the stuff they would do, like whenever Ben getting sick or getting hurt, and that reflecting on the transformations. But that would be just thematic. If you're looking at any other version of the Omnitrix and how the Omnitrix itself actually works, it like switches Ben's body out completely. It's almost like... Think of it in the sense of... oh god, I can't remember the name of it. There's an actual like specific theory that has a name, and it's a metaphor of like if you have an old boat and replace every part in it, repairing it, is it the same boat, or is the pile of trash of the old pieces the boat, and stuff like that. It's a paradox. I want to say it's the... is it the Breckian paradox? I can't remember. Where was I going with this? Oh, how I see Ben transforming, at least in the original series, was alien DNA being added to his own. Ship of Theseus, thank you. The Ship of Theseus paradox. What is it? Ship of Theseus paradox. How I saw it was like in the original series, they'd be adding to Ben's DNA and building up and adding more into his body, turning him into the alien. How it seems like in the rest of the franchise, though, is like it kind of... which this is supported by the fact of the Omnitrix genomes escaping the Omnitrix in... Oh, thank you for the £2, Mortal. I'll read your super chat in just a second, because I'm stuck in a thought at the moment. What is it? Where was I? Where am I? And I'm so sorry. Oh. This is supported mainly by the fact they did, like, the genome thing in, Vilgax Attacks with aliens escaping the Omnitrix. It seems as though that, the Omnitrix just builds the body of the alien and then keeps just enough DNA to be able to keep Ben's brain in it. It keeps Ben's brain and whatever little residual DNA it needs to connect the brain to the alien body. But it switches out everything else. It doesn't like physically change and rip apart Ben's body like the original franchise or the original series. It switches out his body completely. So in the context of someone being an amputee, I would say their alien transformations would still have all of their body parts. Because think of it in the sense of forearms. If someone that only has one arm in their regular human form became a Tetraman, would they only have 3 arms? Would they only have 2 arms? Would they only have 1 arm? It's something that would need to translate. Thematically, yes, it could work like that, where the Tetraman is missing an arm. But if it's more of an actual scientific replacement type thing, no, it's just the base body. Because think of it in that sense too, which a point that Kuro brought up in the Ben 10,000 breakdown was whenever Stinkfly was trying to pull his tail out from that pipe, when Ben turned back, that's his leg. How do the body parts translate to multi-limbed things? And like, if you're missing limbs in your normal form, as opposed to missing them in your alien form. So, you know, if it was an amputee, I would say if you're going with original series thematic rules, it would be missing an arm still. If you're going with actual full franchise Omnitrix rules, they would still have their body parts intact. Thank you for the super chat and the question again. You're giving like really thought-provoking questions, dude. I missed, where was Mortals? Mortal, 2 pounds. Is Alien X stronger than Garfield? I mean, he's at least stronger than Garfield. I would say, yes. Thank you, Mortal. Okay. Who said the franchise would run out of questions because Kenem is proving them wrong? Thank you, Kenem. Also, thank you, Kai, for reminding me of the ship of Theseus. If you replace the brush of the brush and the handle of a broom, is it the same broom? Exactly. Is it the same broom or no? Does Ben have a Horus transformation? No, Horus is not a species. Horus is a robot. Back to drawing. I haven't drawn anything in like 10 minutes, and I'm sorry. I got stuck in a thought process that I needed to have my hands to explain. Dude, now I almost want to do, like, a video of just, like, answering thought-provoking questions. Thank you, Ken. These are just questions that I like, that I've heard. Is that another Kenem? Another super chat from Kenem. Thank you again. Do you think the Omnitrix would save Ben when he's going to die of old age by turning him into seemingly ageless, being like Upgrade or Alien X? Theory-wise, I would say yes. I feel like the Omnitrix would not let Ben die by making him ageless. Basically, the Omnitrix would just keep replenishing his DNA. Getting more into a little bit of real science. The human body, because like the way that it ages and decomposes and stuff over time is because the cells in your body are constantly replacing each other, and over time they can't keep producing the same amount, and that's why you start aging after like 25, 29, I believe. But the Omnitrix, because it's literally like an unlimited source of DNA and cell generation, it would be able to keep Ben literally whatever age he would choose to be forever. Well, as long as it has power. That would be kind of a funny moment of like, it's 100 years in the future, Ben's fighting someone and the Omnitrix just runs out of power, and he immediately just turns into an old man for like 30 seconds while the Omnitrix recharges. But yes, that, again, very good question. Thank you, Ken, and thank you for the super chat. What is the $? Is that Australian dollars? I am curious, because I like knowing the currency that we get. Oh, gosh. Ryan, if whenever Ben meets his future self, his timeline branches away from that future self, doesn't that mean young Ben from the Forge of Creation will become a different version of Ultimate Alien Force Ben? I would say yes and no. Because it's been stated in canon, the reason that Ben becomes friends with Kevin in Alien Force is because he faintly remembers a dream of them being friends or whatever. That was implanted because of that incident. But no, I could still see that branching off. I could see that branching off into a different timeline, because we've seen other alternate Bens that are younger versions of Ben that are alternate timelines. For instance, Ben 23. Ben 23 technically is younger than Prime Ben. There's another example I can use, but I'm not going to because spoilers. Not Five Whale spoilers, but reboot spoilers that I'm already mad someone told me about, so yeah. So yeah, no, I would say that younger Ben could still branch off into a different timeline. Technically, that young Ben can split off into like hundreds of different iterations of timelines. He could be the thing that he can be the baseline timeline that branches off into Mad Ben, Bad Ben, Benzaro, and stuff like that appear in Omniverse. Could be. Now everyone's asking philosophical questions. Okay, this is the last question that I'll take that is not super chat for a little bit. Only because I haven't drawn anything, and the stream's only supposed to be 2 hours. Let me see. I just had a good question. Where did it go? Oh, here it was. What is the mental process of being a transformation with a different body plan from your own? Honestly, that would just be something with the Omnitrix, like forcing your body to learn how to self-drive itself. At least in the original series, there were instances where Ben just didn't know how to move around as an alien at first, like Cannonbolt. But what was it? Later on in Alien Force Forward, they have a set rule with the Omnitrix that it like downloads the mobility and powers and stuff like that directly into your brain. So that's how it happens. The Omnitrix literally takes care of it for you. If the Omnitrix didn't, you would need to learn how to like walk and move as it. Sorry. Unless more super chats pop up, questions are done for now. I need to draw. I shall only look up if I hear the super chat ding. I say as I immediately looked up out of force of habit. Parafrant Green. I still would love to watch JoJo. I still need to at some point. I know it's not on Netflix anymore, and I would very much like to watch it at some point still. I want to say it's on Funimation or Verve. I'll probably watch it on there. I know right now, at least, I'm watching Dr. Stone and My Hero Academia on Funimation. Mortal with the super chat for £2. Thank you. Opinion on cats: menace or cool? Cats are like people. They all suck. But a couple of them can at least be kind of cool sometimes. And that's my stance on cats. Ay, ay, ay. What is this? Mortal, please don't have people spam fake spoilers. I would appreciate not seeing any spoilers for the reboot, because the episodes literally come out, I think, starting tomorrow, and I've already had a lot of it spoiled for me, and I'm pretty upset about it. So please don't spoil anything for me. Another Kenum. Okay, here we go. Another $14.99 from Kenum. Thank you, Kenum. I've asked Kuro this before, but just wanted to hear your opinion. Do you think every time Ben drinks a grape smoothie, he thinks, oh yeah, that's right, all my friends and family are dead? Oh my god. You know what? I think Ben just stopped drinking grape smoothies. I imagine there may have been a few times that may have happened, but knowing Ben, one, he wouldn't acknowledge it. Two, he would dismiss the thought completely immediately. And three, he probably would have just stopped drinking grape smoothies. Like, he likes carrot and chocolate smoothies. He'll drink literally any other flavor of smoothie and just not drink grape again. Holy crap. That's so dark, but so accurate. The thing... Okay, this is my last thing on the question. What I would think is the first few times he wouldn't realize, because whenever he drinks the grape smoothie in that episode after he revives the universe and everything, he's like, huh, it doesn't taste quite right. I feel like the first few times he's had it after that, he wouldn't realize why it tastes different and wouldn't think of it, but then out of nowhere, one day just drinking one, it immediately hits him like, oh my god, they're all dead. And he just like pours the smoothie out and throws the cup away and just never drinks grape smoothies again. I'm sorry for not trying. I'm sorry. Getting hit with the thought-provoking questions. I'm back to drawing. Again, thank you, Kenum. Also, let me know if I'm saying your username right. Shiminy, shaminy, man. Drawing is no more. Ow. Damn, that's dark. Yep. Quite indeedy. I would love, actually, now I think about it, I would love for an Omniverse episode to have started with that scene of, like, Ben drinking the smoothie. It's like, it doesn't taste right. He has the realization, he drops the cup in slow motion. He's just sitting there in terror. And then it immediately just hard cuts to Burton, and like, for the intro. Goes all super high energy. That would be so funny. That's what Ben 10 needed sometimes, was some more dark comedy. But that's just coming from me, the guy who loves dark comedy. One of my favorite episodes is the introduction of Wrath. With the, "Did you just eat that, baby?" "Yes, it's considered a delicacy on my world." Every part of JoJo is on Verve, can confirm, could definitely do a watch party sometime. That would be sick. Is it dub or sub, though? I don't have a preference as to either, but I know if I were to start watching it, I would need to watch it while I work on stuff because of time and scheduling. So I would want to go with the dub just so I don't have to look at the screen all the time. Both. Do we get another Kenem? God. Kenem. This isn't a question, but imagine how trippy it would look if Kevin absorbed a mirror. Also, yeah, you're saying username right. Thank you, Kenem. Thank you for another super chat. That would be pretty trippy, actually. Damn, this song. I imagine Kevin as a mirror, looking into a mirror. Would he see his own face, or just the reflection of everything around him? It would, oh, now that I think about it, it would have been super sad if, whenever Kevin got stuck in his second monster form during Alien Force, his Element Man form, where he's just a bunch of materials. It would have been sad, that moment of Gwen doing, like, the, here, absorb my skin, like, try to become human again, or whatever. But if he was a mirror in that thing, and you can, like, see her hand underneath his and, like, reflected through his, so it, like, looks like it's skin, but it's not. Actually, no, I think the only subbed, they used to have the dub, but I guess it removed it. You know, with Verve, I know a while back, Verve had Funimation contracted to have their stuff on their streaming service. But Funimation wanted to promote their own streaming service more, so they pulled the licensing on Verve. Because I believe the JoJo dub was done by a mixture of Funimation and Aniplex. Actually, it was probably just done by Aniplex and licensed through Funimation. Because I know stuff like Demon Slayer is like that. Where Funimation won't do the actual dub, but they helped in the production of it, so... Ash, do you want to pick the next Alien Fusion I do? Sure. Do Callus and Moppet. We need the big old muscle moth man. He needs to be in pain. But also dumb as a brick. So he doesn't know he's in pain. Is Ben 10's chromostone identical to Ben's in-universe, or is hers more feminine? I would say it depends if Crystal Sapien, which chromostone is, which again is just altered, or even an ultimate Petrosapien. God, I can't remember the names of things. It would depend if they are a non-binary species or not. Which, the way they presented Petrosapiens in the original series seemed like they have male and female. But then in Alien Force, or Ultimate Alien Force, when they actually did like the Sugalite episode and everything, all of the Petrosapiens that were revived were only they only looked like Diamond Head. It didn't look like there was any females. It was just the male looking iterations. So they may just be a non-binary species. Which I'd imagine, because they're crystals, they probably are a non-binary species. They probably reproduce through some form of mitosis. Or not mitosis, but like a... they probably don't need a secondary source. A secondary they don't need to sexually reproduce, is what I'm saying. Give a fusion to do as well, nothing too hard. I will say Slugger with Onion Head. I want a slug onion, a sluggion. I want the sluggion. It is my favorite food, the sluggion. They all looked the same because the crew was lazy. Okay, here's the thing with that, which I've noticed this before, mainly on Twitter. A lot of people saying crews are lazy and stuff. Looking at some stuff, again, I don't know the full details of that. I don't know if they were just being lazy or not. That episode could have happened close to the death of Dwayne. So, like, that could have been why. I know that's why a lot of stuff was changed in that era of Ben 10 and why some of the quality went down was because, like, they were having to deal with that and then also, like, change the writing and production schedules and stuff like that. So I wouldn't say it was laziness. It may have just been situational that they had to do that. So, yeah. Another super chat from Kenham. Thank you, Kenham, once again. You've spent, like, I don't know how much at this point. Do you think the Omnitrix could cure Albedo, turning him back into a Galvan, or cure Billy's whole non-aging thing? Albedo, most definitely. Yeah, that's a super easy fix. I mean, hell, Albedo was trying to get the Omnitrix for a long time just so he could cure himself. So yes, Albedo's can be cured super easily with the Omnitrix. Azimuth just doesn't want to help him because he's an asshole. So, not Azimuth being an asshole, but Albedo being an asshole. Billy's whole non-aging thing. I actually thought about this the other day because I had Omniverse going while I was working, just listening to it in the background, and it came up with Billy's episode. I don't think Billy doesn't age, or I don't think Billy is non-aging. I think he's just young. I think whenever he shifted into Dimension X, or whatever the name of it was, I think it's Dimension X, I think whenever he was over there, because of the physical properties of that dimension, or laws of physics or whatever, his cells weren't aging. They were stunted there. Now that he's back, though, he's probably aging regularly. The only thing, though, is that his cells, because they weren't aging when he was over there, they have to just pick up where they left off whenever he comes back. So, if you think in the instance of time difference between Omniverse and 5 years later, if Billy was aging normally again in this universe, he would probably be about 15 in 5YL standards, I think. Wait, how old was Billy? He was 10. 10 or 11. Then, yeah, no, he'd probably be about 15 now. And that's not me stating a fact about 5YL or anything. It's just it's just a thought. Ultimate Alien I wanted to see, but wasn't included in Ultimate Alien. Oh, Dimension 12, thank you. God, I don't know why I said 23. Or, I said X, whatever. No, that's from TMNT, I'm an idiot. Ultimate Aliens. An Ultimate Alien that I wanted to see that didn't happen. If it were just in the sense of, like, for the first time I was just hearing they would have an ultimate form and stuff like that, probably any of them. If anything, I'd say maybe a Ditto or an Upchuck. But seeing as to how they designed the Ultimates, and that I'm not a big fan of how they design them, at least the first run through, the Omniverse ones look a lot better. I don't know. I want to say probably still an Ultimate Upchuck, because Upchuck is one of my favorite aliens. And if they did an Ultimate Ditto, I don't know. I would like an Ultimate Ditto, I think. I just don't know what it would be. I would not like to talk about My Hero Academia ships, given the fact that they're all teenagers. Also, talking about ships can be super fucking toxic, and I don't want to deal with that. Billy's cells stopped growing. Doesn't that mean if he was injured, he wouldn't heal, at least not properly? Yeah, no, exactly. He wouldn't heal properly if he got injured. So it's a good thing that he like dodged all the robots while he was there. I will say, though, on the thought of the Ultimates, I still do think Ultimates should have been a Albedo exclusive thing. I don't think Ben should have got them. They are cool, they are fun, but I'm not a giant fan of Ben having them. Because, one, it makes Albedo not unique in any way. Two, it was just a gimmick that they tried to do to make more toys and stuff, so... Which Invincible character is my favorite? I haven't watched Invincible yet, so, don't know. What's the point in this chat if he only reads the super chat? Well, Jack, I just read your chat. So I do read the regular chat. I've been reading the regular chat the entire time. Kai with a super chat of $2. I would have liked to see Ultimate Ghost Freak. That may have been cool. I imagine with an Ultimate Ghost Freak, it would be, I don't want to say exactly how it would look, because I might draw something at some point, or if someone commissions me to do one through a Patreon thing. But, I would imagine it would have, like, seriously calloused skin, so that, the sunlight wouldn't affect it in either of its forms. Oh, AR. Make sure you drink some milk or water with those. Jeez. Although I can't really talk. I had an entire fucking box of Junior Mints before the stream. It would just be a Ghost Freak Callus fusion. Not really. I wouldn't make it all muscly. I'm just saying, like, its skin would be, like, thickened to a point where sunlight can't destroy it anymore. Kind of like the weird little skin that they make already. What was it? Just to, like, a regular degree. That it's not an extra thing they can do. Another super chat from Kenem for $14.99. Thank you, Kenem, again. Do you think the Omnitrix could cure Danny, Spider-Man, or Hulk? If not, when do you think it stops being genetic damage and starts being a subspecies of human in the Omnitrix's eyes? The way that I would describe it, which we do have a video talking about this, but I'll talk about it very quickly, real quick. I would say with mutations, they are unstable genetic tomfoolery. So stuff like Hulk and Spider-Man would seem a bit more... Well, they're kind of stable. Hulk is a little bit more unstable. I would say it counts as a subspecies whenever the DNA is fully stabilized. Think of it in this sense. If something can reproduce and the offspring of that mutant or mutate or whatever has the exact same abilities and everything, that's where I would consider it a subspecies. If its genetics are stable enough to pass on hereditarily, then it would work. As far as curing wise, I would say he probably would be able to cure the Hulk. Spider-Man, it depends on your iteration of Spider-Man, because there's a couple different versions with the whole radioactivity shit. Danny, he would not be able to cure. Danny is like a full, solid, stable thing, I believe. But thank you again, Kenem. And then a $5 super chat from Sketchy. Thank you, Sketchy dude. Hey Ryan, wanted to say that I hope you're having an alright day, and I'm super excited to see you draw one of Jack Morrison's transformations. I am excited too. I started looking at some of the other Jack Morrison art, and I think they do look really cool. So I am excited. Yes. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I did put up my commission, or my patron commission list for this month over on the Discord. You guys can check out what I'm going to be doing as far as patron commissions for the month. And if you would like to do a commission, make sure you join our Patreon at the barrel tier. You get a complimentary commission. Thank you. Have a good one, Neo Retro. Yes, I do work on multiple ambions at once. Typically, it'll be more so the, Actually, you know what? I'm not going to answer that. I'll answer that to a patron on our Patreon channel on Discord. But, yeah. Thank you. I was startled. A little detail I was about to say I should probably keep just for patrons, so. But yes, I do typically work on multiple episodes at once. That's one of the few reasons they take so long to come out. Another reason is that I work very slowly, and I'm sorry. Just arriving now. How's it going? We've been answering a lot of questions and getting a lot of super chats. So thank you, everyone that's super chatting. And thank you, Kenem, for the thought-provoking questions you've been asking with your super chats. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, the Patreon is in the description of the video if you guys want to join our Patreon. For as little as $1 a month, you can get updates and exclusive content from us here at the Ink Tank on all of our various projects, being 5 years later and beyond, and any other secret things we got coming out. So make sure you join our Patreon. We also have other tiers with various other rewards, including the barrel tier at $50. It gets you a complimentary commission drawn by yours truly. And don't worry, I draw them off stream, so they don't take so long to get done. I'm sorry. Ash has rehearsed this. I have not rehearsed it. I'm used to saying, Kenem, thank you. Holy crap. $30.99 Australian from Kenem. Thank you so much. Holy crap. This isn't a thought-provoking question, but I'm writing a story where Zisker couldn't escape the Omnitrix and came to a truce with Ben and Ghost freaked out, turning into a kind of Venom and Eddie relationship. Your thoughts? Dude, that actually does sound really cool. Especially because I'm imagining that scene from the Venom movie of when they're in the street, the lungs, eyes, pancreas, but Ghost Freak doing it.
Lungs, eyes, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
No, but I really like that concept. That is a really cool concept. I imagine it would be like it would be one of two things, which you have what you're writing, but this is my thought on it. It would be one of two things. One, whenever Ben goes alien, Ghost Freak could possibly take over control, or just when Ben goes alien in general, Ghost Freak is in control completely. Or you have ectoneurite infused aliens, kind of like the Omni-enhanced, being Fulmini infused. Which would be cool regardless. Just imagine Forearms throwing a punch at you with an intangible fist. He goes right through you and then solidifies his arm and just raises his arm up with you stuck on it and then just slams it into the ground. Oh my god, that would be cool. Also, thank you for the super chat again. Huh. That was an amazing impression. Thank you. It was a half impression. Due to the fact that I do voice Ghost Freak in And Beyond. In 5YL, in technicality.
Eyes, lungs, pancreas. So many snacks, so little time.
Only because I just did that Venom thing. It makes me think, I love how many evil laughs there are in media. You got, like, the classic, like, Joker that... but then stuff like that. I love whenever media comes out with, like, some kind of new villain that has a creepy laugh. Because it's always... every now and then it'll be, like, a new kind of laugh that's terrifying in its own regard. You should become a voice actor. I'm trying. I don't have the time currently to do auditions, and that's the main reason I haven't. I haven't put together a voice reel or done auditions at all. So that's the main thing as to why I haven't yet, is because I haven't had the time to toss either of those together. Thoughts on raccoons? They're adorable. If I were to turn into an animal, I think being a raccoon would be pretty cool. Yeah. I eat out of the trash sometimes. Anyway. Do I have any pets? Yes. You must be new to the stream, Faceless. Because I have an adorable little dog named Frank, who shows up every now and then. Currently, though, he just chilling. So, note today. Unfortunately. I don't know why I slipped into voice, but I did. Hello. It is hero time. Ooga chugga, ooga chugga. No, I can't now, because monetization. Damn it. I can't stop the feeling deep inside of me. I can't believe. Hello, Eve. How's you doing? Joshua, I can't say anything about And Beyond regardless. Especially with the plot. So, sorry. Why was Jet Ray not in Omniverse? To my knowledge... Okay. A lot of people say, because Derek J. Wyatt didn't like him. That's not true. People have used that as the go-to answer every time for years, and that's not what it was. To my knowledge, whenever they were starting the production of it, they just didn't have time to actually make a design for him, so they didn't. Do you have a theory about what happened when Ben got Zescaris DNA back on the original series? Oh, you're talking about in whenever they defeated him and how like he popped back up on the icon or whatever. I think it's just the Omnitrix reabsorbed the DNA. Simple as that. Shouldn't we get an ad? Oh my god! I got so distracted by questions. As long as it works, you guys shall be seeing an ad right about... Okay, it probably didn't work again, but that's fine. I think what it does is the ads will actually get put on the replay of the stream, from what I believe. So if you guys go to watch this later, you should be seeing some ads on it. At least I'm hoping. That's how we'll be making money. Money, money, money! Money! Jesus. Crano. Would you like to date an ectonurite or just burn her? Those are two very far extremes. What the fuck? Those are two very... Jesus Christ. That's horrible. Ah! Drazen! Holy crap. He shows up in the last seconds. I've awoken. Hi, how are you? Hello, Drazen. Thank you for the 150 Australian. Holy crap. Jiminy Jillikers, man. Holy shit. I am doing fine. Thank you. I'm trying to draw this, but we've been getting so many thought-provoking questions from Kenem. Oh boy, indeed. Drazen, I feel bad that you just got here. Because the stream today is only 2 hours, so I should be ending in like 5 minutes. God damn it. I feel bad, man. But thank you regardless. Holy shit. Why did I stream so early? Because we're supposed to be starting Fusion Lab at 4 p.m. my time now as like a regular thing so that I can schedule my stuff around it. You know what? I'll go a little bit longer. I'll go a little bit longer. I'll adjust my schedule. It'll be fine. Because you just got here and donated $150, so I don't want to end it without you getting to see at least some of it. Jesus. Thank you, Kenem, once again. Before I read your super chat, I am gonna recap so far. So anyone that just joined, first off, hello, welcome to the stream. we've had a lot of thought-provoking questions today so far. But we've been working on the color layer or not the color layer, the shading layer for Hierophant Green and Ghost Freak being called my brain blah who end it when you need to. I can watch the video. That's a good point. Holy crap, I forgot we can do that now. Okay, 1 second. One second, you guys, sorry. Apologies. I was being asked a thing. So this will be the end of the stream cap. I'll do the recap and then we'll read that last super chat from Kenem. Which, again, if you guys just got here, we are keeping the streams up on the channel now so you can watch the replay. So yes, I'm sorry for anyone that just got here. But yeah, we do we do Fusion Lab weekly. I might actually be jumping up on a couple other random streams every now and then. Not scheduled ones, just random pop-up streams. But for anyone that did just get here, Fusion Lab does start at 4 p.m. CST now. And will typically be roughly 2 to 3 hours. So it's about the same length as Dumb Doodles. But that's purely just because of my schedule. With these shorter streams, though, I may actually be able to do more frequent of them because they're shorter and don't take up giant blocks of time. Kind of like how Kuro would do Drawing with Kuro, like 4 or 5 days out of the week, and they'd only be like an hour or something. So we may be doing something like that. But yes, to recap real quick, we've been working on the shading layer of Hierophant Green fused with Ghost Freak, being called Disturbed. Hello, L Mike. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. That fusion looks sick. Thank you, Mike. To show off the one that we actually finished before it, we have Echoes Act 3 fused with Echo Echo, being called Lost in the Echoes. We have the regular version of Echo Echo, being this boy. We want to keep with the regular color scheme. It goes really well with Echoes Act 3's color scheme because they're pretty much the same. The main difference is that Echoes Act 3 has more of a emerald green, whereas Echo Echo's the lime green. I went with the lime green just because Ben 10 fan. And Kai, who commissioned this, also wanted to do an ultimate Echo Echo color schemed iteration. So that's what this is. Originally, all the light blue bits were orange, or the light blue and silver bits were orange, because I thought the blue and the orange contrasted really well. But after looking at a reference of Ultimate Echo Echo, he doesn't have a dot of orange on him. So I changed it up. I kept the eyes orange to keep it cohesive with the other one. I am gonna be posting up on my Twitter, Instagram, and DeviantArt the regular version and a version that has a like splash background with some silhouettes of clones on it. So if you want to see like the full version of it, make sure you go check out my Twitter, Instagram, DeviantArt, and all that in like 30 minutes to an hour. Yeah. But other than that, that's what we've done this stream. Let me read Kenem's last super chat question real quick. For anyone that just got here, this guy Kenem has been donating quite a bit. He's been super chatting a lot with some very thought-provoking questions. So, thank you, Kenem. If you and the rest of the tank all had an Omnitrix each, who do you think would win in a fight? Battle Royale. You all have the prototype Omnitrix and the original 10. And it's a fight to the faint. Okay. So it's all original Omnitrix, just the original 10. I'm assuming because it's the original Omnitrix, we can all time out and everything still. Oh, gosh. I want to say... Oh, God. Okay. Thinking about this realistically. Fighting style-wise, I feel like me and Hershey are very, like, brute force style fighters. Fro, I have no idea. I would need to think about it. I feel like he'd be going for, like, a bunch of dodges and running around. Kuro, though, I feel like, because he draws a lot of choreography and fight scenes and stuff, he would have some good ideas of how to go through a fight. So in all honesty, I feel like Kuro would probably win. If not Kuro, not to sound narcissistic, but maybe me. Because I know at least with my strategy, doesn't matter what alien they would go, I would go Ghost Freak and possess them and use the possessed one to kick the asses the other ones, and then so on and so forth. Just going jumping around from each of them. Because really, unless one of them goes Heat Blast, as Ghost Freak, you can't really do much to me. But yeah, I don't know. That's a really good question, too. I want to draw that now, which I might do on the next Dumb Doodles, actually, now I think about it. So yeah, I'm going to turn this down a little bit for the outro. Actually, I'm going to switch back to the Fusion Lab theme for the outro. There we go. So yeah, that was the last Super Chat question. What if they all become Ghost Freak? Well, then we're all fucked. He can't possess transformed aliens. I forgot. I still feel like if I went Ghost Freak, I could just go intangible and go into the ground. And just sit there until they all knock each other out. How can I send the fusion of Slugger and Onion Head? Post it in the Rust Bucket chat over on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord, we have it linked in the description down below. But post it there. You can ping me in it, and I can check it out. And other people can check it out too. So yeah, that's gonna be it for. Oh, Fable. I'll answer your question in the patron chat. I was gonna answer it earlier and I completely forgot. So yeah. Kenham, I feel like I'm being kind of rude, distracting you from drawing. Dude, you just gave me. How much did you donate in total? Can I even look at this moment? No, I can't look at the moment. You did $14.99 multiple times, $7.99, $30.90. I can't look at all of it at this current moment. I would need to like look back at it. Can I? I don't know. But you donated a lot of money. That's not rude in any regard. So thank you. Thank you. I might get the wrong name. Let's get going. Favorite making of sculpting style combinations, which goes Guys, I'm trying to end the stream, but you're asking me cool questions now. I would definitely want more Technics versions. Yeah, Drazen donated out of spite. He did the same thing to Ryan Kelly on the last Ink Tank live stream. Ryan came in, donated a bunch of stuff, trying to be like the top donator for the stream. He left, and then Drazen jumped in out of nowhere. He's like, "Hello, you bastard." But yes, thank you to everyone that has donated super chats for the stream. You guys are helping out immensely. Holy crap. Where was I? Sketchy, that Danny Phantom Fusion thing I'll think of and answer either on the next stream or just on Discord or something. If you ask it on Discord and ping me, I'll for sure answer it later today when I get some time. But yeah, other than that, that is going to do it for the stream, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all the people who did super chats and donations and stuff. Y'all are helping out immensely. Yeah, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm Orash, and I'm surviving. Are you?